go 50-0, and that's not a lot knock at Mayweather, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying it doesn't work in this sport. It doesn't work. Anything is possible. Nice. So no disrespect whatsoever to his opponent.
Khamzat, how about you? I mean, do you at all wish maybe this news hadn't got out that you have 2 fights lined up? Because it seems like it's put a big target on your back.
Now I'm here. I'm gonna smash these guys. You know, I'm ready for everything. Like Dana said, not this. You know, in the boxing, brother, like they go 5, 6 fights. Why you think about that? This is disrespect. Yeah. One day they do 6 fights, but I can do 10 fights one day.
On Fight Island, you were kind of like the big star, the hero. Now I've seen you have haters. People say you're cocky. You lined up 2 fights. You know, you don't deserve this hype. What do you think when you hear that? Or do you welcome the haters, or do you wish they would give you more respect?
It doesn't matter for me. It's more money when people look at me.
And the other big one, of course, is the comparisons to Khabib. Those are coming out all the time. Do you respect that? I mean, obviously, Khabib's a champion and a superstar. Do you like that, or do you wish people would stop with the comparisons to Khabib and let you do your own thing?
I'm Khabib, not Khabib. Sorry, I'm not Khabib. I'm Hamza. My history is my history. His history, his history. I'm gonna do my history.
Nice. Gerald, I wanted to ask you because you've been asked nonstop about this. I mean, it's all anybody wants to ask. So, and you said, hey, I get it. I understand why they're doing it totally. But having to talk about it over and over and over, is this starting to get annoying and maybe like a little bit personal for you?
No, not at all, especially when you just asked it right now again. No, no, but I've been saying, I take it as somewhat disrespectful, yeah, because I feel like Khamzat's looking past me a little bit. But again, I don't blame him. I don't blame Dana. If I was those 2 guys, they'd be doing the exact same thing. So they're doing what they're supposed to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm coming in. I'm the crafty vet. I'm a tough guy, and I'm going to show them that this time you bit off more than you can chew.
Nice. What do you make of this?
And you know what's true, too, John, on this thing? When you look at this, I'm actually looking at the paper that's up here, and Gerald has a 94% finish rate. You know, he has a 100% finish rate. The reason we made this fight is because it's a good fight. This is a real fight. You know, and if this kid does get by his next 2 opponents, you know what I mean? Gerald isn't a layup, a stepping stone, let's just overlook this guy to get to Damian Maia. There's none of that. We put on this is a real fight with a real guy. Yeah. So, you know, I get how people would think that, but it's not true. It's total bullshit. Total media bullshit.
You know, we have a lot of that. But Jared, what do you make of his first 2 fights? I mean, I'm sure you watched the tape on him. I mean, were you impressed by what you saw on film, or did you think that was just a result of the matchups he had?
Look, I'm expecting him to be tough. I'm expecting him to try and oppose his will and be very mentally strong. But in any of his fights that I've seen, he hasn't met real resistance, and I think that's going to be a big test. I don't care how many amateur fights you have.
You lose your fights. You are like in the shadow, like what is friend to Conor? What is his name? Artem Lobo. You are same shadow. How many times you lose your fights?
Well, I've lost quite a few fights. I'm 31-13.
You think you're black belt?
Yeah.
But
yeah, when you fight tough guys,
Jack Hermanson, he did not have a black belt. Why he choke you out?
Sometimes you lose when you fight tough guys, man.
Who give you
You'll find out
belt? I have blue belt. I'm going to choke you out.
You can go ahead and try there, buddy.
You have to give me your black belt to me.
All right. If you choke me out, I'll find a black belt, give it to you. How about that?
If I choke you out, you are finished with this sport.
Okay, if I double leg you, do I get like a wrestling trophy or something?
If you double leg me, try.
Okay, I will.
All right. Thanks, guys. Move on to Cowboy real quick.
Sort of an interesting dynamic here. You're saying that you don't understand why he's disrespected by you, but then you also say that he shouldn't be a black belt. What exactly about it? Why don't you think he should be a black belt? And are you surprised that you guys have had this sort of rocky back and forth so far?
If somebody like white belt they choke you out, how are you gonna be a black belt? It's possible? For me, it's not possible because I did hard work for get the blue belt 3 years. Yeah, how he get that? I imagine. I think like how many years I have to take up this black belt.
And then obviously this is twice now that you've had 2 fights booked back to back. A lot of people are wondering if you could maybe climb the middleweight division and the welterweight division at the same time. Is that something you want to do, or is it just coincidence you've had 2 divisions at once both times?
Hey man, doesn't matter. I said yesterday, if my coach said to me, go with Brock Lesnar, I'm going to go with him. Doesn't matter which way. Outside, even have to happen something. You're going to say, I come way in you. No, brother, you're going to go with this guy.
Cool. And last one for me, for Gerald. I know yesterday you spoke about this getting on the media day, but I wanted to just clarify. You said there was a bit of a run-in with Khamzat at the host hotel earlier this week. Can you just explain what happened?
Yeah, I couldn't really understand because we're all wearing masks. And he said something about I like talking. I just said, yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to him, and he walked away. He said, apparently one of my buddies heard him say something about he was going to smash my face. But again, trying to talk trash to somebody while you're wearing masks and walking in a different direction.
Because I say that, I'm going to smash your face. How are you going to stop that?
I'm sure you think.
How are you going to stop that, yo?
I'm probably going to beat you up is what's going to happen.
You look at my fight. You look at my last fight. No punches, like how many punches he did to his face.
Dude, I can
You
understand.
had a little bit bigger, but
I can't understand what you're saying.
For me.
Speak clearly or something. All right. First of all, the whole black belt stuff. A black belt doesn't really matter. It matters what you do. And I'm
But you talk about your BJJ, like you like special BJJ guy.
Yeah, because I'm
Don't
tired
talk
of the
about
most
that. If
submissions.
somebody
in the
choke
middleweight
you out,
division.
like you have to go train harder. Not talk about like I'm jiu-jitsu, I'm better than him. What the fuck is that, man?
I had tied for the most submissions in the middleweight division. That's what that is. So yeah, I think I deserve a black belt.
We will see who you are.
Hey, Cowboy, I'm just wondering how irritated you are that you've been here for years. UFC never double booked you, and now they're double booking this guy right off the bat.
Oh, no, I'm not irritated. I like this son of a bitch. He's got a good attitude, man. He wants to fight everybody. It's crazy. I like the I'll smash him, I'll smash him, I'll smash him. I mean, fuck, with that mindset, you better be out there smashing everybody. So I like it. But no, I don't. My fights, I don't just smash people, so I get beat up sometimes. So I've tried. He's like, man, we got to see how your fight goes, you know. So who knows? But no, I'm not upset. Good, he got it going. So.
Did I see you're adding like a merchandise?
Question for Gerald. Your opponent, Khamzat, he's never had to fight in round 3 in both the amateur and pro ranks. Is part of the game plan trying to test him into the later rounds in the deep waters and see how far his gas tank can take him?
Hopefully I can finish him before that.
With the double leg and then ground and pound?
Exactly. Hey, man, I have outside 1 hour, 2 hour fights. It doesn't matter, brother. It's three rounds is nothing for me.
And when you got booked with him, what was the first thoughts? Did you know much about G3 going into the fight when you got booked his name, told his name from the boss?
What was the question?
Did you know him going into this fight? Did you know who he was before you were fighting him?
No, I don't know him. I look at the last fight only because they get the knockdown and this guy's finish him. He lost his last fight. I want to beat somebody better than him, but now I'm gonna smash him. Then we take next.
And now you're here fighting in the fight capital of the world, but there's no crowds. I'm sure when you were dreaming about this for a long time in your life, you expected the bright lights Sin City. Do you think about that at all going into these next 2 fights that you have booked here in Las Vegas?
I look at all fights in Las Vegas. Like because Muhammad Ali was fighting. It's more Mike Tyson was fighting. I want to fight this every day here. All division I'm gonna finish here in Las Vegas.
One quick follow-up for Cowboy. I know you said you like Khamzat's attitude. He wants to fight everybody. I was told that he wanted to fight Kevin Holland yesterday, and you were in the middle of that somewhere. What happened there?
Oh, they just had a little disagreement in the hallway. I think someone was, I don't know, nothing, but just told him we're fighting on Saturday, man. Don't be crazy. Don't.
I was thinking he was working in the hotel, like clean the room. I said, go clean my room. He said no. Then I've been angry, you know.
Does that mean Kevin Holland's on your list now as well?
Who is this guy? I don't know this guy. I never seen him before.
Dana, one more, right?
Yeah.
I think people are really looking forward to Tyron and Colby being in the same room at a press conference. Why are they doing media separately?